everyone, my name is Nate Lex and welcome back to XDex. Today I'm going to be teaching you an advanced move that you saw in the trailer called Frankenstein. Now Frankenstein is one of my old original moves. It's got a lot of packet spins, it's very fun, but it is advanced. So I wanted to let you know before we jump into the tutorial that you're going to need to know how to do the swivel cut, how to do a packet spin, or a packet spin with a corner grip, so at least watch the grips video and how to do the swivel cut, and I'll walk you through the rest. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please take your time on this move, for it is advanced and it will take you a while to learn if you're not an advanced cardist, but you will really enjoy it and it's really fun to perform. So without further ado, enjoy. So what you want to start with is you're going to want to start with, I guess also Z grip is a prerequisite, but it has to do more with swivel cuts. And you want to do Z grip this way by putting your index finger on the front short side and your thumb on the back short side and lifting up with your middle ring, index, however you feel comfortable raising up into Z grip like this, but the bottom packet is going to be held by your index and your thumb. Now you can play around with the size of the packets for this move. I recommend that once you get to here, and we'll get there later, that this packet, this fourth packet from the bottom, is fairly small and it will help you do some of the twirling motion, but otherwise you should be fine. So what you want to do is raise up into Z grip like this. And I usually hold it like in biddle grip with the top packet, packet between the index and thumb, and packet between index and I guess packet between the index and my dominant thumb, and index and my dealer's grip thumb, and hold it like this. What you do from there is you're going to do, if you guys have ever learned the kite cut, it starts out and it gets into this grip. So what you do is you get here, you go into Sybil. So you break off a packet here, your index will pull up a packet, your middle and ring will hold onto a packet, and now you're in raised Sybil grip, like this. You're going to take this third packet right here and lay this short side against this thumb, okay? So you're going to move this over to here, and you're going to make a triangle between your index and your two thumbs. You're going to have packets, this one laying over top, this one second, and this one at the very bottom. That's going to be important. Under here, you've got your pinky, and from this side, it's hard to show, but this pivot point between your thumbs, or between your dominant thumb, right thumb if you're right-handed, left thumb if you're left-handed, your pinky is actually going to take this short side here, not on this packet, but on the one in front of it. So on this packet, your pinky is going to fit right, see it peeking through there? It's going to fit right there, and it's going to break it off like this. Excuse me, burped a little bit. So what you do to review, go to Z, break off to Sybil, middle finger and ring finger, turn your wrist this way to put this packet, this short side on that thumb. You've got a triangle and an extra packet here with this thumb right here having a joint of all of these. The pinky finger is going to fit right in here at the other end of this packet and break it away. So now you can go into a square. But what I do is I break off another packet with your index finger here, and you swivel forward like this, and this thumb will pull back so that this corner right here, if you guys can see it, is going to pivot and clear and go in between these two here. And you're going to be able to do this rocking motion that just looks cool in motion. So you're going to kind of be opening and closing a scissor cut, and you're going to be moving your hands like this. So in slow motion from there, you've got this. Place, pinky grabs this corner, or this side, short side down here. You can't even really see it. There we go. So it'll clear there. This will pivot forward, clear one side, and then what happens is this packet moves forward. You can drop it on top of this, and this thumb doesn't even have to perform an actual scissor cut. It just closes the whole thing like that, and this rests in dealer's grip. Now you move on to the fun part of Frankenstein, where you're in a packet placement like this. So you've got your middle and ring at the top. This thumb contacts the bottom side here, so left side if you're right-handed, right side if you're left-handed, and is going to break it off like this. So now you're holding this packet between your dominant ring finger and your dealer's grip thumb, like so. So to review, go into Z grip, break off here for Sybil, lay this short side here. The pinky finger is going to come on the bottom, contact the other side, other short side of this packet underneath that's hard to see, break off into a square. This finger is going to break off, and index is going to break off, so like you're going to do a swivel or a swing cut. Your wrist moves forward, and this corner right here is going to clear this packet here as this packet swivels underneath. You go back once, and then you go forward again to drop and close this together, and then you're here. So from this position, that's when you touch your thumb to this corner, and you make sure your ring is resting right there on that corner, on the top right or top left corner, depending on your hand position. And so you can leave your middle finger on your dominant hand off. And what happens is, sorry, it's hard to do it in slow motion. You pull, your middle finger doesn't have to hold to adjust this, but it pulls over like that. Oh, this is so hard to explain. Give me 1 second. So, you go from here. You take your middle finger, pull that over, the thumb, and actually this middle finger down here that's holding the dealer's grip helps you adjust as well, and turns this over. So now it's going to be opposite way facing the packet that's left between your dominant index and dominant thumb. So you go into Z, split to Sybil, short side moves to this dealer's grip thumb, pinky underneath, contacts this side, splits that off, this pivots forward, clears underneath the corner, swings back once, closes this, thumb grabs here, and really what you do is you actually have these fingers together, this middle finger and this thumb grab both sides while this thumb is on the corner to rotate that around. So this middle finger actually pulls this way and it helps it turn, while this middle finger pulls the top, spins over, so that this face down side will be here. This is cool because what happens here is this readjusts with the middle and the index, and this pushes over top of this and will rest on this thumb. So watch this, this is kind of neat. This will readjust to middle finger and thumb, pull over here. And then because you used your middle finger and your thumb before, you actually will split this packet apart. So you still have the packet resting between your corner and your thumb, but you're almost holding a Charlier cut while this is here. Okay, it's a little difficult to get to, a little hard to understand. This is why it's an advanced cut, guys. So hope you're able to follow along, and I'm definitely willing to answer questions later. So when you're holding this packet, once you get to, I'll start there. Sorry, let me get to the position. Swivel that packet here, close that hand, thumb makes contact here, pulls this pivot over, and now you're in this position. This readjusts so that the middle and thumb are contacting it, and your index finger rides the long side and can almost insert over this packet like a cartridge. So you're gonna jump the fence, so to speak. You're gonna, see how that's jumping? Goes like that. Then this long side right here is going to rest on your thumb as well, while this middle finger comes over here. And if you guys have done the packet drop, you're gonna notice that it's in a similar position. So if you guys need to go learn the packet drop, do that. That'll also help. So let me get back to where we were. And then we're here. So this packet will now adjust when you set it down here. When this is about to split off, you readjust so your middle finger goes to this top corner here, thumb goes to the opposite corner of your middle finger, and you split the packets off. So here's what happens. This packet here can just drop onto the deck like this. When this card pulls back over, this ring finger down here is going to push this top left corner of this face down packet like this, and you're going to get this corner here to push forward. And watch what happens when it pushes forward. It starts to turn them around. If you take your index finger here, I'll show you kind of what it looks like. It's going to look like that. So this is all really complicated now that we're here to the spinning packets. So we'll get to where I was. Also, one subtlety here is if you can, this helps this stay compact to spin. Give it a little bend, like you're going to do a spring. And you get to this position, and then it helps it turn over. You get here. And so it's kind of hard to explain, guys. Let me go back so you can get the full explanation of this. Here, bend, comes over. This inserts like the cartridge. This breaks off, and the index finger pulls over like that, while this ring finger makes contact down here. So it's going to look like this, pulling over. Then this index finger right here, this one that I'm wiggling, is going to push this corner too and extend it out, while this index finger extends this out. So you almost get a display like this, which is kind of cool. And then the packets will tumble over themselves like that. Now this is the hardest part to explain. So what you've got is, oh my goodness, it's hard to start in the middle of this one. Kind of got to go through it. Start here, and this is going to be complicated to explain, so please bear with me. You're breaking off this packet, middle finger up here, thumb. Hopefully you're in this grip. You've done the jumping thing. You've now got a small packet between your dealer's grip, middle, and thumb, and that one's just going to kind of drop to the packet. This one that's in corner grip right now, that's face up on the inside, is going to pull over, clear while this ring finger kind of pushes this bottom corner to make this corner turn this way. We're just going to help you turn this card over. This index finger down here is going to keep spinning this packet while this index finger does a half turn. So it's facing your palm and then grabs the top corner again and goes all the way around so that your index finger should be underneath like springboard with the packet facing up towards the ceiling. And you can extend out like that with your index finger pushing, almost doing a mirror thing with the packet you've got between your ring finger and your thumb. This is a really uncomfortable grip. I would not be surprised if you dropped cards during this. Now what happens is you just reverse this. So this wrist starts to turn down, and you'll notice that this packet spins here. And as you curl your index finger in, this packet will spin the opposite way. So try to push that top corner now with your index finger, while this index finger slides from this side, curls in, and will now be touching this side. So watch that slowly and imitate what I'm doing. Curls in, turns over, and as that's happening, your index can push this corner over so that when you are here now in your dominant hand and you push this corner with your index finger, you can push it against this one and it will turn that packet over. And you can actually drop it into your deck like that. And now you're left with this. This is face up. It's in like a T shape compared to the deck, but this packet's face up. Take your middle finger on that long side and pull it over and underneath like you're displaying it face up on the deck. And your index finger can give it a little tap right here. You can almost add some tension. That's how we'll do the variation later. And then your middle finger curls in a bit and you want to have it push that corner again. And what's going to happen here, this is kind of weird. Your ring finger and your middle finger are going to, your ring finger is going to slip off the corner and kind of grab it. Your index finger is going to go underneath. Oh, and we lost some cards. We'll leave those there. So guys, definitely don't be afraid to drop some cards during this, because I obviously do. It's also much harder to do in slow motion. But once you get here, there we go. And you can have the index finger help pull that corner around. If you want, I can go back and talk this out again, because I've realized that it looks a little different than I taught through. And that is how you finish. This will also help if you guys watch the slow motions. I'll have this all in there as well. So from the beginning, just to get there, Z grip, break off the Sybil. This short side touches this short side. Pinky grabs this underneath here by your thumb of this packet, breaks it off. Swing cut off, make it clear that corner here. Bring around, close that all together. Thumb makes contact here. Now make sure it's readjusted with your ring. This with the middle finger pulls over. Underneath here, this does the little cartridge thing. It's readjusted so that your middle and your index are sliding this in like a cartridge. Middle finger comes up to the top long side. Thumb makes contact with the other long side. Splits this off. Comes down. Half rotation here. Full rotation under. Index extends out. And then I guess let me grab some cards, guys. Okay, now that I've grabbed those, here, slow motion to get to this, insert cartridge, split, break off, comes out here, and then what I do is, if you can make it all the way out here, so I kind of readjust, and sometimes drop my wrist this way, so that I can get grabbing this packet with my index and thumb at the bottom. Also, we're losing cards up here. Yeah, don't worry guys, this is way harder to do slower than it is fast, because the packets actually stay together. So you will spin out like that while dropping the packet here. Index is left under here. And then while your index spins this back around, it'll make contact, this top corner will make contact with this packet to help it spin. Index will keep pushing it forward so that these corners will make contact. It'll push that packet over. You lay it underneath next to your thumb here that's resting on your pinky down there. So make sure you're holding it in this grip when you're getting into dealer's grip. Middle finger comes over like this and then pushes back this way. And then what happens is this ring finger kind of slides and grips like this, where your thumb will go the opposite side of where your middle finger is. So if your middle finger's here, your thumb will go over like this, and you kind of flip it over like that. So let's go over that part one more time in slow motion. Cartridge pull off, And while this ring finger makes contact up here to keep spinning that packet, and this index finger comes over to grab it, you can keep spinning it by pushing your index finger through, and this corner will make contact there. You get out to this position, index is down here now on your non-dominant or your dealer's grip hand. These fingers can curl in so that makes contact. Index pushes that corner over so that this corner can make contact with that corner. Flips over and lands in the deck here. Middle finger comes and touches this corner here, turns it over, and kind of lays it flush with the deck. There's space in between, but lays it over top. Then index pushes forward, still contacts your thumb. This thumb starts to slip underneath, pinches at the bottom with the middle, stays in contact with your thumb, and your thumb can even push it this way while this thumb holds onto it. Slides into your pinky so you can just drop it off your thumb. Guys, and that is Frankenstein. I know it's kind of hard. I'll go kind of through it slow-mo one time just so you can see what it looks like. And now I'm starting to talk in slow motion. What am I doing? But it is a pretty difficult move with a lot of moving parts and little subtleties that make it really fun. And you can even, I guess I didn't even say that at the end. Your index finger can go underneath opposite your thumb as well to help drop it on top and then let go. Guys, that is Frankenstein. I'm going to jump into the slow-mos because you're really going to need those in this one. And yeah, if you guys can master this move and show me a video on Instagram, I would love to see it. And I will also jump to myself in the outro after the slow-mos. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching the tutorial for Frankenstein. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I just want you to remember that this is an advanced tutorial, so don't be afraid to go practice it a couple of times. Cardistry is a hard art form, and to make things look effortless, you gotta practice. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a super fun one to mess with, but you might have to watch the tutorial a couple times, and I'm not even going to apologize for it. It is just pretty complicated. It is advanced, and I did warn you. But if you guys know where I'm going with this, we're going to jump into some housekeeping. Now, if you guys don't know this, and this is your first time watching, my name is Nate Lex, and I work for X-Dex. That is x-dex.com. We resell rare decks of cards, and we make our own. So if you guys want to check out our website, you can do that, and you can buy some of our cards that we make or that we resell, and we sell a lot of ones that people are collecting. So if you're looking for one, we're probably stocking it. So just want to check that out. Also, you can check out us on Instagram. That is X-Dex Rare Cards. Now, one thing I love about our Instagram is I interact with you guys all the time. I love when you tag me in videos, and every time after I post a tutorial, I usually see 1 or 2 videos of people already learning the move within a couple hours, and that is super exciting for me. I love interacting with those posts and reposting them to our story. So if you guys want to hang out with us, you can join our Discord as well, and our Instagram, and I love to comment back to all these places. I also subscribe. That's not what I meant to say. I also comment back on our YouTube videos, so if you guys want to subscribe, you can do that at our YouTube channel right down below this video. And I comment and answer back all the comments you guys put in the description. And I also do take your feedback on kind of what videos you want to watch. Like in the previous video, video or a couple previous videos I made where you guys wanted tips on how to shoot your cardistry. So I'll stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching the tutorial, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.